Hey everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and today I have all bodices. I have 4 bodices up for grabs today. I am doing these 1 bodice per person because they are so popular and everybody wants them. I want to give as many people a chance at them as possible. Because of that, if you're interested in more than one of them, when you place your order, tell me which ones you want in the order of preference. That way, if any of the ones you're interested in, I'll go down your list and I'll do it that way. And my usual disclaimer when offering bodices, usually they are more difficult to work with because usually the hand stitching that holds the beads onto the appliques actually goes all the way through the satin on a bodice. But that being said, today there's only one like that. The other 3 are actually, I took a peek underneath the satin and it looks like they will be removable. The only one that will be more difficult to work with is bodice number 1. It is white. Am I all the way out? Okay. It is short sleeves. I'm going to come down and show the appliques in a second, but it's short sleeves. They have the puffy sleeves from the 80s that have tulle underneath it. Each of the sleeves has a little bow with a dangle on it. That's on both sleeves. And then this is what this one has clear sequins, pearl beads, and I'm going to come down so you can see the detail of the appliques. This is the pretty medallion that's at the bottom of the bodice. This one you will need to seal in the stitching on the back in order to remove the appliques, and probably you'll have to fussy cut the appliques on here, but there's quite a few of them up to the top. And then here's the sleeves. The sleeves have appliques on them all the way around, and then of course the bow. There's the bow with the dangles coming off of it. That's the front. And the back has the same appliques, not as many of them on the back. I don't know if you can hear that thunder, but there's a thunderstorm approaching, so I think I better make this snappy here. And they go all the way up the top. So this is bodice number 1. I am asking $8 for this one. This is made by Eden. This is a new gown, never worn. On all 4 of the bodices that I'm showing today weigh just under the weight for first class, so the shipping will be somewhere around the $4 or $5-ish. Price range for US. If you are outside of the US, I'll need to give you a price. That was bodice number 1. Bodice number 2, I would say, is a just off-white. It has iridescent sequins on this one that really catch the light. This top part is all on tulle. The sleeves have been removed on this one. Actually, I think I have the sleeves coming up in possibly this next weekend or the weekend after. I'm just going to pan so you can see this, and then I'm going to come down so you can see the appliques. This is one where the appliques are removable. You'll have to seam pick them off, but you won't lose the beads and sequins. There's a little kind of dangly thing. It's not really a bead, it's like an applique dangle with beads and sequins at the bottom of it. Oh, I thought this was the one that had the little crystals, but it doesn't. This is iridescent sequins. You have another one of those little appliques with the dangles coming off of it up here. These are all removable, and up here it's all on tool, so you'll definitely be able to cut those apart. And just nice heavily beaded in the middle. The iridescent really catching the light. So that's the front, bodice number 2. And on the back you have a fair amount coming down both sides. This again is on tulle, this part here, and then it switches to satin. And then it comes down to the bottom. These are kind of, the ones at the bottom are kind of hanging off. Those will be simple to remove. So this is bodice number 2. I am asking $9 for this one. Bodice number 3, am I all the way out? Yes. This is the only one where the sleeves are still on it. It has very nice beadwork on it, heavily beaded. The sleeves are all on tulle, so you'll be able to get those off. I'm going to come down so you can see the detail of the appliques. These are embroidered appliques, and oh, this is the one that has a little tiny, like, crystals, iridescent crystals on it. Let's see. There's a nice medallion at the bottom here with some teardrop pearls, some iridescent bugle beads streaming down here. At the end of each one there's like a little crystal, plastic crystal of course, but they're iridescent. This one, the appliques are removable as well. Nice beadwork, especially up at the top here, those big teardrop pearls. Going all the way around. And then around the top is kind of a scalloped pattern. And then the sleeves are all on tulle. You have a lot on the sleeves. Ooh, can you hear the thunder? I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's getting closer. And then down to the bottom of the sleeve. Are there buttons? Nope, no buttons on this one. But there's that medallion there as well with the streaming bugle beads. Gorgeous. So that's the front. Then the back. No satin covered buttons at all on this one. But the back has quite a bit of beadwork on it as well. On both sides. This excuse me, this top part is on tulle, so those you'll be able to easily cut out. The rest you'll have to seam pick to get them off. So this is bodice number 3. I am asking $12 for this one. And finally, bodice number 4 is gorgeous, heavily beaded. Am I all the way out? Nope. I will just pan. The sleeves have been removed from this one as well, but it has really nice beadwork. Clear, large clear sequins on this one. And let me come down. This one also, the appliques are removable. You have this one coming off the bottom here. And some swirls. You can see my hand, this whole part is not attached. Going all the way around the sides. Heavily beaded. These big pearl swirls. These at the bottom are hanging off. Nice beadwork. You have these, this one also has bugle beads on it. And then in the middle here is the gorgeousness. Look at that. That is totally, totally beaded. Same thing with this bow with the sequins on it. Gorgeous. Love that. And then you've got all this beadwork coming up the top on both sides. Lots of heavily beaded appliques on here. Heavily beaded. That's the front. And the back. This is also a new gown. Price tag on it was $1,500 originally in its heyday. This one had gorgeous appliques on it. You actually saw, if you purchased any of the applique grab bags this past weekend, you saw ones from this dress on the back. This one also has satin covered buttons going all the way down. So you get buttons on this one. And then the heavily beaded appliques on the back as well. This was a spectacular dress. Absolutely gorgeous, and it weighed a lot too. So this is bodice number 4. I am asking $15 for this one. And the instructions on how to order are in the description box below. Don't forget to, if you want more than one, to tell me what order of preference. First come, first serve, and one bodice per person. And that's all I have for today. More wedding dress stuff coming up this coming weekend. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but it will be wedding dress. Bye for now.